Hi, this is Ross with Remote Renegade. Today I'm going to talk about the 61LM, the Transmitter Solutions compatible 61LM. It's got a blue button on here, so that's the first thing that you have to check to make sure you've got the right one. Is the button blue? Next thing you want to do to set this up and to program it is inside here you have a little battery tab that has to be pulled in order for it to power up. And if you press the button, then the light comes on, then you know, okay, that it is indeed have power to it. Now with these 61LMs, what happened is Sears, Craftsman, LiftMaster, all the same company. LiftMaster's the commercial line, Sears branded remotes, all done by Craftsman. But the 61LM covers a variety of openers during a certain time period. So even though your original remote might have dip switches on it, like you have here, if you actually look at your opener in the garage, it may have a learn button and no dip switches at all. And so they transitioned to a couple of different ways of doing things at the time that they were still using the 61LM. But you'll see most of the time your opener's kind of vintage for this type of remote. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your old remote and match up the dip switches. The thing with these dip switches that you got to really pay close attention to is it actually has 3 positions. You got a minus, a 0, and a plus. And so sometimes when you're looking at your old remote, it might look like it's a plus, but it might be actually in the zero position. But when these come straight from the factory, they're normally in the minus position. So you'll want to, there's a little indicator right on the side there where it has a plus and a minus and a 0. I don't think you can see it, but you should be able to see it on your remote when you look closely with the nine dips. So what you'll want to do is you want to match those up with the plus, the minus, and the 0 location, making sure they're in the middle. And then once that's done and you've put those dips in, then you can take the remote and just take it out to the garage and press the button and test it. If it opens up your garage, then yay, you've won the first challenge. If it doesn't open up your garage, then the second thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to take a look at the number 1 dip switch. In some of the older openers, the number 1 dip switch was used for something else. And so leave your programming the way you had previously set it, but just put the number 1 dip switch into the opposite position, just completely opposite position. Then you take it to your remote, take it to your garage, press the button and try to test it. This solves actually quite a bit of the issues with it, is just by moving that number 1 dip switch. If that doesn't work, then the best thing to do is get a step ladder out, go up into your garage, go up to the opener and look at the back of the opener to see, does it have dip switches that need to be matched on the opener, or does it have a learn button? If it has the dip switches that need to be matched, then just, again, make sure that yours are matched and then continue to play with that 1 dip switch to see if that would work. It should work. If it doesn't have dip switches and it has a learn button, then it doesn't, then it's a completely different way of programming it. You'll want to press the learn button. Don't hold it down, just press it. And once you press that, there should be a little light that lights up on there, but then press your clicker and you should hear a click, or the light will flash on the opener itself in the garage. Once it's done that, now, okay, you know that it's paired, and then you can just press the button and see if it works. If that doesn't work, then you can hold down the learn button. Instead of just pressing it once, hold it down, make sure the light's flashing on that thing on your opener, press this thing again. You should still hear a click or the light, and then you can open it and close it according to just by pressing the button. Now, sometimes when you hold the learn button down for an extended period of time, it will erase the programming of your other remotes. So you'll need to hold it down or push it one more time and then replace and then sync your other remotes as well. But those are normally the challenges that we have with this Blue Button 61LM and with programming. I hope this helps.